The suburbs of Ohio are designed to be boring. Identical lawns, identical mailboxes, and a silence so thick you can hear your neighbors. Sprinkler from 3 houses down. When I bought the place on 14 Miller Lane, I didn't notice anything wrong. It was a standard cookie-cutter home. 2 floors, 3 bedrooms, and a small attic. But 3 weeks after moving in, I found the extra window. The discovery. I was standing in my backyard at dusk looking up at the second floor. I counted the windows. 1 for the master bedroom, 1 for the guest room, 1 for the bathroom. Wait, there was a 4th window. A small circular one tucked right under the eaves of the roof. I went inside and ran upstairs. I checked the master, nothing but the big bay window. I checked the guest room, just the standard rectangle. I went into the hallway, measuring the distance between the rooms with my arms. There was a 4-foot gap of dead space in the wall that shouldn't have been there. The narrow space. I'm not a brave man, but curiosity is a loud neighbor. I found a small painted-over hatch in the ceiling of the linen closet. When I pushed it open, the smell of old, wet copper hit me. I crawled into a space that wasn't an attic. It was a room, if you can call it that. It was only 4 feet wide, but ran the entire length of the house. It was completely empty except for a single wooden chair facing that small circular window. On the floor, written in what looked like charcoal, were 3 words. Don't look out. The mistake. Naturally, I looked out. The view was wrong. From that window, I didn't see Miller Lane, I didn't see my neighbor's lawn or the streetlights. I saw a forest. A dense, black woods where the trees looked like twisted limbs reaching for the sky. There were no lights, no stars, just a pale, gray moon that felt too close to the earth. And then I heard the sound from inside the house. Thump. 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 Something was climbing the stairs, but it wasn't using feet. It sounded like someone dragging a heavy, wet rug up the carpet. I scrambled back toward the hatch in the linen closet, but it was gone. Where the opening had been, there was now only solid wood. I was trapped in the extra room. I turned back to the circular window. In the dark woods outside, a shape was emerging from the trees. It was tall, impossibly tall, with limbs that bent at the wrong angles. It walked toward my house with a jerky, stop-motion gait. It stopped right under the window and looked up. It didn't have a face, just a smooth, pale surface where a person's features should be. Then my phone buzzed in my pocket. A text from my neighbor Dave. Hey man, why are you standing in that tiny window upstairs? You've been staring at me for 3 hours. You're creeping me out. I looked at the faceless thing outside. It wasn't looking at me. It was looking through me. I realized then that I wasn't looking out of the house. I was the thing trapped inside the wall.